safe. Where's Gav?
That room's as ragged as ghosts.
So Mather's all right.
Yep.
Gav should be back by now. I hear there's trouble.
Think it's all right to touch him?
I don't know. You go first.
Is it business or pleasure? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
What do you need? So, what'll it be? And? If Martha's gonna get back on her feet, she'll need our help.
But none of the curse breakers have returned.
They'll be fine. Sid wouldn't...
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
You think it's all right to touch him? Won't be long now, Martel. You'll try your apple soon enough. See, I am...
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just... Well, as you know,
It's good to know there's something of the old hideaways.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look, I took it on, you see, after she died. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty.
It's impressive.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breaker. You couldn't take them some, could you?
It'll be nice being the bearer.
Oh, she always had a soft spot for that lot, see? Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still. Explain the blacksmith's
Your uncle always seemed a kindly soul, if a little eccentric.
That broom's as ragged as...
You two look like you could use something to...
Martel.
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to...
These aren't those apples, huh? She'd have been proud. And
A gift from the backyard.
Blimey, these take me back. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the thing. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, make Martel livid.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
planning on keeping that lot to yourself. Hang on. I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me.
Well, I've got some manners at least. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share.
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards. The Cursebreakers send their thanks. They were clearly very...
They remembered her. I suppose she was very kind. Even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown...
And through you. Her dream would have died with her.
I didn't do anything, really.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop.
Of course not. I'll see. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you.
It's not Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still. Explain blacksmiths.
I think it's all right to touch him.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria. That broom's as ragged as
So Mather's all right.
Yep.
Oh, Clive!
The patrons, what does that mean?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting... Words are immortal. always busy. Still. Is everything we've received and everything promised? You earned this. Here you are. All in good time, eh? Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive. Oh. And Sid. But he's still with us too. Oh, same old. So, anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted doesn't... Right. The people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorize them. Perhaps I can. I don't think so.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber. Come on. Ready, go? Faster! Finished.
Very well.
Let's go.
century of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
You're a long way from home, aren't you? Keep to the roads now.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed the gates to all the...
You seen them, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. At least I think they was the Black Shields.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
Well, what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. If only we were. I might. That's a fair old scar you got there, by the way. How'd you get
Two
it?
more left to join the garrison this very morn.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers on what the Empire wants.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but the Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then this village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the Apollo tree, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're going to like it. More of my mother's men. Waken winds!
blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.